Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Tuesday. What is this? February 9th? Man, almost Valentine's Day. Everybody better get your plans out there. Let's see here. Let me just about the market, and then I want to talk about the market a little bit. And then I've got a little website change I want to talk about. The 3/8 trap class that we want to talk about, and then we're going to take a look at some charts. Okay. The first thing, well, let's do the market, and then we'll go from there. The SPY here, man, yesterday they really pulled it out. I was almost having my doubts into the end of the day, and in the end of the day, the bulls just really pulled it out. We've been up now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days. Nothing says that we can't go 6 more days. But I will admit, the higher we go, the little more cautious I'm going to get, because at some point it will pull back. Can't guarantee when, but it will pull back. And I just don't want to get caught having too much money at risk, too many trades out there at risk. So be a little careful going forward here, just a tad. Another thing is this T2122. My, how high can we go? This is getting up in the neighborhood of the high as it's been in a long while. It's got a little room to go, I guess, if we wanted to blow that balloon up a bit more. But I think we're getting up there to where a little caution should be taken. It's one thing. It's one thing to make a lot of money. And at some point, you've got to get into, or I do anyway, maybe this is just a me thing. I've got to get into a protection mode, or I end up giving the majority of the money back. So I don't want to do that. And I think, as most of you know, yesterday, Road to Wealth hit went over another little goal line. So I definitely want to keep that. All right. Let me talk about this 3/8 trap class coming up here. Those of you that know Doug, well, I don't need to say any more about him. As far as teaching goes, trading goes, an all-around great guy. This is your guy, and the 3/8 trap has become. I think I can speak for Doug on this. Has become one of our most favorite trade setups, and he's got a class coming up. February 25th at 2:30 in the afternoon. It will be recorded, so you'll own the recording. You'll have that as well. But it'll be dynamite. And those that have taken the class, I've seen some of the remarks of some folks that have taken the class, and it's killer. But he teaches everything. This is not an hour class. This is not a 2-hour class. Probably in the neighborhood of 3 hours on it. So here in the trading room, Joe Alero just said that I took Doug's 3/8 trap class last year. Can't say enough how well worth the cost of admission was. Thank you, Joe. Speaking of the cost of admission, for members, and by the way, a trial member is considered a full member. So a trial member and a member of Hit and Run Candlesticks or Right Way Options, the cost of that is $250. For those that are not a member, the cost is $350. So if you're clicking on links, make sure you're paying the $250 price if you are a member or a trial member. That's very, very important. Thomas D here is saying, best training dollars I've ever spent. Chandra, just saying good morning. Newton, excellent training. Arnaldo, 3/8 trap class, well invested dollars. Go for it. Thanks, folks. And I totally agree with you. I believe Doug is a remarkable teacher. He comes across as, it's not that he comes across. He puts his absolute best foot forward. He teaches you everything And it's not just the chart. I mean, he's going to be looking at planning the trade out, stops in the trades, entries on the trade, what to look for in a chart, drawing support and resistance, price action, capital disbursement. I mean, this is not a like I say, a 30-minute wham bam you're all done kind of class. So bring your pencils, bring your pads, be ready to learn, and then be ready to make some money. So the 3/8 trap class, February 25th, 2021. Yeah, February 25th. Yeah, February 25th at 2:30 p.m. Eastern time. And again, there's two prices, one for members, and if you're a trial member, you are a member. That's $250. Non-members, it's $350, okay? All right, let me get this out of the way. All right, now I want to show you something on the website that's changing, and I hope this will make everyone kind of happy. I think it will. And I'm gonna ask you to be patient with us because nothing is going to happen necessarily today. Okay, what I'm going to show you here. So I'm just going to go down here to, well, here, let's go up here. I'm going to go to the trading results because I know that this has it. Okay, so if you go to the membership page, this is what we're doing now. The pricing on the membership page. That doesn't change. We've got this 30% off coupon when you use Save 30, capital SAVE, by the way. But here's the kicker. Any new members going forward, all right, any new members going forward, this is what comes with it. A ton of stuff, a ton of stuff. For those that are members right now, we are going to get you all that stuff. Just give us a couple of days. We've got to get a few things squared away, and we're going to be sending you stuff. So if you're a monthly member, you're going to get a couple of ebooks here. If you're a quarterly member, you're going to get a few more ebooks. If you're a semi-annual member, you're going to get a few more ebooks and a trading course. And if you're an annual member, you're going to get everything, the whole shebang, the big tamale, the big kahuna, whatever you want to call it. So be patient with it. So that'll be coming in a few days. Maybe with a little luck, we'll have that out to you in your email by the end of the week. But going forward, for anybody, that's what we're going to be looking at. So I think that's a nice little change. I think that's positive, and I think everyone will absolutely like that. So there we go. All right, let's take a look, and thank you for letting me do that. I'm going to have to get through some of this stuff. Where's my watch list? Oh, here we are. Okay, so let's take a look at some trades here. I'm going to start with BLFS. Nice trend. Absolutely a beautiful trend here. And then what we've got is a little consolidation, a little bit of a sell-off, profit-taking. We can come up here and draw a line like this, and now you can see that we've started moving up. Let's go ahead and just put a line up there like that. And what I'm looking for, and the way I always start a chart is, when I start to mark the chart up, after I look at the chart, decide if I like the chart, decide if I want to trade, then I start to look at putting a few markings on the chart, such as my stop, or not so much as a stop, I guess you'd call it a stop, but it's where would I be dissatisfied with this chart? Where would this chart make me unhappy? And every chart, there's something a little bit different there. So let's take this chart. Why do I like this chart? Well, you see that downtrend right here? I like the chart because it's no longer in a downtrend. See this line right here? It is now in an uptrend. So that's something about this chart I like. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here. Whoops, not that one. I'm going to come in here and I'm going to put this line in there, that red line. And I'm going to try to figure out where I think this chart has gone back to the sellers. And right now, for me, I'm seeing around $41.10. We get below $41.10, and that's getting too close to the seller base. So I might not want this chart. This might be a stop. Maybe the stop could be lower, something like that. But I'm looking at this, anything below that 41 area, 41.10, 41.5, 41.10, right in here. Anything below that, that starts telling me, okay, sellers are starting to take a tad too much control here, so I wouldn't want to trade. As far as buying the trade, it's pretty darn simple. I think everyone knows this. I love buying a bullish move followed by a rest or inside day. I think the word rest would cover it completely. So here we have a low. We popped up here to a high. We pulled back to a higher low, and now we broke out. And by the way, this chart pattern right here, this is killer. That's hot right there. That's nice. No guarantee that we're going to fire up and run right away. No guarantee at all. But that is a great starting chart pattern. One, you can put a mark here on the low, and then you can run up here, and if I tighten this up a little bit, there we go. Low, high, higher low, right in here, that one there too. Now you've got a trend going. You've got that low, high, higher low, and here a higher high. You've got a trend. So when it comes to putting the buy area up, again, it's just a matter, I want to rest. I want to see a bullish move and a rest. That's just my style. I don't look for moves down to, like right here. I'm not looking to buy that move. I would be looking to buy this move, then a rest. Sometimes I'll buy that move too, but this move or a rest. So here's this move right here. Now I'm looking for that rest. Some cases, they don't give you a rest. For instance, BLFS looks like it's opening up at the very top of that buy box. So that might be a quick buy this morning. I don't know. Maybe too early for me. I generally don't buy anything the first 15 minutes. I try not to, okay? Doesn't mean I don't. I just try not to. So this possibly will never be a buy for me just because it won't put enough rest in there. All right, that took way too long. I'm going to have to speed things up here. Comcast is another one. If we just draw a simple trend line here, you can see that the trend is working. You can just look at this chart and see that the trend is working. We've gone up high, and then for whatever reason, it really does not matter to me ever what the reason is, but sellers took control and the buyers gave up. All charts are going to see profit taking. It's perfectly normal. So we start the profit taking process. Down we go. We get low enough, smart buyers thinks that the price is at the right price and is buyable. So what happens? The chart starts moving up again. Well, now that we've come up a little bit, we're back over the 50-period moving average here. We've got a nice low high, higher low, trying to make higher high in here. Moving sideways, I like the price action. We've got that Fig Newton kind of chart pattern right here, and you definitely have a Fig Newton 3-bar pattern right in here. So as I look at this chart, I just stand back and take a good, simple look at it. Where does this chart say to you where, if it gets below that line, where the sellers will take control? Well, I'm thinking $50.20. Now, if you want to, if we decide we wanted to buy closer to that, then just wait for it to pull back. Otherwise, you just make your play in here. I'm looking for inside that green box as a buy area. There's also this possibility that the price could run a little bit closer to that trend line. Sometimes it will, sometimes it won't. As traders, we have to make those decisions on what we're going to do. I'm going to watch the live trading alert scanner, and when I start to see those buyers come in, that's when I'm going to start to make my move in this, even if it's right here. Could be right here, could be on a breakout, but it's going to be in this area right here. ZM, okay, this is a nice chart. We looked at this one last night before the market closed. Sam, drink some coffee here. And this is a nice looking chart. First of all, Beautiful uptrend. Absolutely beautiful uptrend. All these pullbacks are opportunities right here. Right here, right here. Opportunity is what that is. So what is this? It's opportunity. We just have to wait till the opportunity presents itself. This is the opportunity in the making. Now we need the presentation for the opportunity. Well, I think we're in that presentation now. We've got a bullish engulf, ran to a high, pulled back to a low, pulled back to a higher high. Look at that little beautiful chart pattern. Low, high, nice rounded bottom. Very nice in there. And then, boom, we broke out. And what did we do? We have now an inside day. My kind of trade. I love this trade. We're over the 50-period moving average. You can see that this trend right here, the trend is now moving up. And to make it, I guess, whole with itself, there's the trend moving down. So you've got the sellers took advantage of it. They set us up for that PBO, pullback opportunity, big pullback opportunity here. And now the opportunity just might be looking at us right in here. So I'm looking for anything below 388, let's just call it 389. Below that would make me concerned. Would make me concerned that the sellers are taking control or the buyers just simply could not hold it up. With this breakout, we've got this pullback now. Now this is in my world. So what I'm going to look for, and again, I'm a bullish candle buyer. I'm not a, and that doesn't mean that's right. Everybody's got to do for themselves what they have to do. Some traders, if this candle was to pull back and maybe do something like that, there are some traders that's going to be all over that. Now see, I'm not that trader. I'm the trader that's going to, okay, we'll let that happen, but I'm going to wait for a bullish candle. Just the way I do it. I usually, I'll have to try this in the morning, but when you put your pants on, which leg do you put in first? It's just what I do. So I'll check that tomorrow. So I'm going to wait for that bullish candle here. Looks like we're opening up. Oh, darn it. Opening up about that 412.85 area. So we'll see what happens with that. And also a breakout. There'd be nothing wrong with a breakout here. We just want to adjust the stop maybe after we buy the stock. GE. I'm liking what GE is doing. If we take a look at GE, we've got a nice little double bottom kind of, well, let's call it a lower high. High, and then just get over all this stuff here. Down we go, and we've got support above that low, and now we're starting to move up. Let's make this actually longer like that. And then let's double it. There we go. I'm going to go right there. So I look at GE and I see this nice sideways channel being built, and now we're popping up off the 50-period moving average. Kind of a morning star sort of pattern. Nice candle with a long wick on here. Not quite a hammer because we have a bit of a wick on top, but we're in that neighborhood. Nice little double bottom right here. We rally up. We get a little rest day before yesterday, and then yesterday started to show a little strength. So, and actually I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that there, but I'm going to raise this up. We're going to go in there like that. There we go. So, below $11.30, that would make me concerned because that would get us under the T-line. That might even get us under the Trendicator. If the Trendicator turns green, then I am definitely not bullish on a buy. The chart may be still in good shape, but I'm not bullish on a buy when the Trendicator is red. So I'm going to watch for that entry in this area here. I'm not concerned about this over there. I'm going to follow price over here. But right now, I like what GE's doing, and just might have to look for a buy on that. MU setting up. Again, you've got a nice trend, and here you've got price that is pulling back for us, giving us an opportunity. This is what we call a PBO, pullback opportunity. Now that it's pulled back, the buyers start setting it up, running the sellers out, and here we go from this trend, from this low up in here to some high, wherever it may be. In this case, it was this bearish candle here, and then that candle itself made the low. We've got a nice bullish Romy on an inside day. We've got a doji continuation pattern setting up here in these 3 bars. I think I like this. Now, I do think this needs to break out. We're getting a little toppy, a little too much resistance right here. So this might be a trade where, okay, we buy here, or maybe we wait for that breakout, for that confirmation. But if it is bought in here, as long as we put that stop in to where we can afford it, we like it, then we're okay with it. As long as we know the possible pain if it doesn't work. If you can't handle the pain, then the trade's not for you. Trading to me is just so simple. It just logic, common sense. Another trade I'm looking at is Intel. And I have to tell you something. I look at this Intel chart, and this is about the ugliest chart I've seen in a long time. This chart is pitiful. It's just horrible. The price action is all over the place. But if we take this to a little longer time frame, it starts to clean itself up. Ugly, ugly, ugly. Not exactly pretty moving back up, but look what we've got here. We've got this low, high, higher low. We rallied up, real big high up here, and we pulled back to a higher low. We've got this trend line here, highs, highs, and we've now broken out over that. We've got body-wise, a bearish body, and then all of a sudden the bulls step back in. If we took those wicks away, if we could get rid of those wicks, you'd have a little Morningstar signal in here. Now we have a little sideways move, inside day. Remember, we're on a weekly chart right now. So I'm looking at this thinking, below 56.70, yeah, I'm not going to like this chart. Above 66.70, I think this just might be a nice chart. So I'm looking at some Intel here. Again, the daily, pretty ugly chart overall. It really is. But maybe it'll start cleaning itself up. And the last chart I have, which I believe this was actually on the watch list just a day or two ago maybe, is this Viacom. Below $50.90, I'm not going to like Viacom. Above $50.90, I'm going to like Viacom. Now, I'm going to shop for that entry. I love the 3/8 trap entry. This is set up in that 3/8 trap entry, just like the class Doug's going to be teaching on the 25th of this month. Nice little rally up. We're setting out for a possible J-hook. I say possible because we need to get through this area first before it's an actual J-hook setup. But it sure is setting up that way. So I'll have my eyes on Viacom. All right, that was the trade ideas, everybody. Sorry, that took a little longer than I thought. A little carried away there. I'll be back in just a few minutes. I'm going to go warm the coffee cup up, and let's get going today at our job here, all right? You guys take care. Right back.